Hi guys,
Hello
welcome
everyone.
welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while I filmed, mostly because of procrastination, because obviously I shouldn't have a reason not to create content at all time. But aside procrastination, I think some other reasons are there, but I can't really point them out. But then again, I'm actually with my friend Choma. She's a food blogger. Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, it's good to be here. My name is Chioma. I'm a food blogger, food content creator. I'm on Instagram as Food Panther Nigeria, Food Panther NG, and then I'm also on YouTube as Food Panther NG. So
So we're all family people, or family or married men. I mean, she has 2 kids and I have 3 kids. So I think we have a lot to share because of life experiences and all of that. So today we'll be talking about what topic are we talking about today?
we're talking about home management in pandemic recession. Because I mean, we all know what the economic situation of the country is right now, or the world is right now. Prices of things are going up, like skyrocketing in the market, and a lot of things have changed. But then income is not meeting up with the prices. Like
Exactly.
there's super inflation, hyperinflation, and then there's also recession. That's basically it, economically speaking. Okay.
So obviously a lot of people are facing lots of challenges, like lots of challenges in being able to get things from the market, and even the proper lifestyle. Everything is just changed, probably because our country is what it is, what it has always been. I believe we face this once in a while. It's something that comes up once in a while in this country. So I think why it's not really a big deal is because we're kind of used to it. We've actually channeled our mind that okay, this is what happens once in a while in this country. At a point you can't really afford what you used to afford. You see what is happening with onions and so many. I went to buy meat today. 1 kg of meat is 1,700. I was like, what is
terrible. It
going
was
on?
a shock.
I think that's actually what inspired us to actually have this conversation, because I went to the market we had this evening, and I mean, what's the time?
It's 9 p.m.
It's 9 p.m. and we can't stop talking about it, so we decided to just film
this.
something, to just create something out of it. So we want to know how. I want to talk about the basic or the best way to manage what is going on. I mean, the kind of lifestyle that could encourage us, because it's not even only in food stuff this is happening. Electricity and so many others. If you buy lights before blink of light, blink of an eye, it's finished. I have a dry cleaning business, and what I'm going through right now with electricity is not just funny. You have to buy lights back to back. As you're buying, before you know it, the factory workers will call, light is finished, you have to buy again. As it's not funny. So what ways do you think is encouraging to be able to go through this without much stress?
There's actually no way to go through it without much stress. It's really stressful, but we just have to adapt. Okay, so there are ways that we can do this practically and then mentally. I think you should talk about it mentally, so I can talk about it practically. Okay, because she's the more psychological one. Like she has her thoughts more put together.
So?
I think so. I know so.
Hey.
So I'm going to let her to talk about the psychological part of this, and then I'll do the practical part.
Honestly, there is nothing much I know I can say. I was actually waiting for you to say something so that I would counter.
No, when I talk, you can counter, but I believe the psychological part should come first, then we'll now back it up.
For those of us that grew up managing, okay, like there is something that I saw today on Twitter about how Yoruba people eat lots of meat, and then the Igbo people in Igbo houses, you eat only 2 pieces of meat, and before you eat 2 pieces of meat, you must get to a certain age.
Of course.
Yes, before you be able to eat 2 pieces of meat in Igbo land.
I can totally relate.
Yeah, so growing up, that was us. Before you be able to eat more than 2 pieces of meat, maybe you hid it under your rice. Maybe you hid like a lot under your food before. Yeah, so that's the only way. So I think it's now the right time to actually cut down intakes of whatever you're consuming, especially when it comes to these expensive things. If you're using 2 balls of onions to cook, you have to reduce it to half.
Thank you. Because one would not even cut it.
Because normally I think that's actually a healthier way to live. We just have to channel our mind into the healthy living. Because if I say that I have to stock up my house so that this will not affect me, based on what I do, I'm a makeup artist, and because of what is happening, the way the country is, in fact the world is, a lot of events are not happening, so the business actually slowed down. It's just now that people are, in fact, nothing much is happening. The events happening are just more of birthdays and all of that. So you can't say, okay, let me take this bulk money and go and shop and all of that, when you know that, okay, this bulk money is not more coming in bulk the way it used to. Yeah, so you just have to keep managing small as, that should be, I think that being able to be economical. I'm a super economical person. I don't know, I studied economics in school, and she studied economics too.
But our philosophy is different anyway.
Yes, exactly. So she's a consumer. I'm a stingy person.
Anyway.
So I think that's it. We just have to cut down intakes and be able to. We just have to cut down intakes and accept and be able to manage ourselves. At the end of the day, you can't kill yourself. You won't go and beg for food. All my life, I believe in accepting yourself or accepting the situation however it is. Whatever I face, I face. I don't ever look back and be like, oh, I should have done this. I just move. Do you understand? So this is happening. You just have to keep moving and be like, okay, I have to cut down this and I fix myself this way, and we move. That's life for me.
We move.
So what do you have to say?
Okay, so you just like said the major things that we need to know. We have to cut down our intakes, and we have to accept that this is happening, because some of us are still living in oblivion of what is actually happening. Like, we think this is going to end in a very short time, but this is really happening. Like, it's going to take us between 5 to 10 years to actually come out of the level of recession that we have sunk into. So we have to, just like she said, we have to accept this and then change our way of living. If you used to.
But the fact is that a lot of people are not noticing this.
Everybody is noticing it, actually.
I don't think
everybody is noticing. People who used to earn, yes, there are still rich people, of course, that feeding is not really a problem to them, but somehow there is no way that everybody in this country is not feeling the recession. Everybody in this country is not feeling the inflation. For a maybe a senator whose allowance is, how much is it again? 7 million for feeding.
I don't know. It's not my business.
I know, right? Okay, so maybe let's just for example. So or
anyway,
let's just
everybody
say for
will
a family,
for the fact that
prices
the
have
number
actually
of
gone.
people begging you for money would increase.
Okay, that's it.
That's
But then I'm just
thing.
saying, for the fact that prices have gone up, for a family who allocates 100,000 monthly for their food stuff, They are not really struggling. But then when you realize that 100,000 is not going to be able to afford the things he used to, you're feeling it definitely. So everybody's feeling it.
The wives are feeling it.
Okay.
The ogas have no idea. They will be like, are you sure madam is not putting money?
No, madam will be putting money, but Oga will go to buy fuel and the price of fuel has increased. Oga will go to buy
That's true.
Oga will go to buy maybe his shirt and the prices have just like gone all the way up. So everybody feels it. There are various ways that money comes in and goes out of everyone's pockets, and all of those things have really increased in prices. So now we're talking about home management from the wives and the mother's perspective, right? So now that we have
We've
accepted,
not even talked about it in the mothers, because
okay,
I believe that
in
whatever
general.
is happening, for you to make your kids understand that there are different situations of life, this is actually a good opportunity for you to actually make them understand that, okay, you have to know that at a point in your life, I don't know if that is right, but sometimes I just love to make my kids understand that at a point in your life you might not be able to afford so and so thing, and it's okay for you not to afford it. It's okay for you not to feel bad at that point, and just know that, okay, this is life happening.
Okay, let me give you a typical
I don't know,
example.
that's what I feel.
Let me give you a typical example.
Because everything that has advantage has disadvantage.
Yes,
now,
you might
this
not
is the content time to be.
You might not be. There are ways that you can also say, communicate those things to your children, just like you said.
Okay.
Being plain, being open with your children can actually make them to understand things better. In the sense that, okay, mommy, I want to eat cake. Mommy, let's go and buy so stone ice cream. You know, so you could be like, okay, don't worry, I'm going to make ice cream for you. I'm going to make cake for you. It's easier. It's way affordable. It's way more affordable than buying those things.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have the equipment, of course, to make those things.
But obviously, even when you're making it at home, like right now, everything is now more expensive.
Of course, but is not as expensive as going to the stores, to the restaurants to buy.
Okay.
For example, buying birthday cake. Okay, your daughter's birthday is coming up.
Oh my god, that's true. That's true. So what you're trying to say is that we have to make
we can bake the cake at home. Is a better expression of love.
That's actually what I did.
Of course.
What I did through the lockdown.
Like we watch
I kept
movies.
on baking.
So
we might end up baking at home.
Yes, we watch movies, and on birthdays, and on maybe a mother's birthday or a child's birthday, the mother bakes them just one cupcake and bring it with a candle lit on it and all of that. It's sweet.
That's interesting.
It's a show of love. They don't understand that. They don't really understand the money part. They understand the love part.
Yes.
So you can
right.
try to be more find more creative ways to make things more affordable for you by doing such things like baking birthday cakes at home. Then secondly, you can also okay, so now for home management proper, I believe in bulk buying. She believes in buying what you need. I believe in bulk buying. I do a lot of bulk buying, and
I believe in bulk buying, but when you can no longer buy in bulk, it's okay to buy small.
Oh, okay. So, for those of us, I think that was a very discriminating thing to say.
It's okay.
No. Yes.
It's okay. It's very okay.
Okay. For those who can buy in bulk. Okay.
Yes, we're listening.
Jesus.
We that can buy, we're listening.
No, for real though. Anyway.
No, it's very okay. Yeah, I understand.
Mm-hmm. So for anyone who can buy in bulk, it's easier to buy in. It's okay to buy in bulk.
But it's even more expensive to buy in bulk at the moment, because maybe tomorrow things will get better.
I'm telling you that.
Let me tell you. Do you know how tomatoes can go high and come down the next day?
It's because of the season. Tomatoes prices change because of the season.
So what's the cost of the onions?
Onions prices change because of the season as well. If from time immemorial, Christmas period is not onions time. Christmas period is tomatoes time.
Oh.
Yes. You hardly go to market, so I know these things. So Christmas time is tomatoes time, like, but not onions time. So it's cheaper buying tomatoes this period than onions. So and for the fact that the price of things are really just increasing and escalating, this time around, this season is also not the season for onions, which is the reason why its price is like that high right now. So I hope this breaks it down for anybody who is confused about that, but that is actually what it is. Then tomatoes, this is the season for tomatoes. From now henceforth, the prices of tomatoes are going to be coming down.
Oh,
yes.
Nice.
Yeah, the price of tomatoes are going to be coming down. So you can buy these things in bulk and store. Tomatoes, you can quickly store tomatoes by cooking them, cooking down the water content, and then blending and storing it for as long as possible. It hardly goes sour or spoils. Then for things like fish and meats, we might complain that there is no light, there's hardly light. You can grill your fish, you can grill your meat,
and this is the right time to even share one goat with
those kind of things. Exactly. That's still bulk buying. You see,
one cow and all of that, and instead of taking everything to your freezer.
Oh yeah, exactly. So you can do that as well. Excuse me.
So yeah, we might just have to come to the end of this video, but before that, do you have another thing to talk
that's
about?
That's fine, we're done.
Okay, so we might have to come to the end of this video, but before I end this video, I need you to know that she is a healthy eating and
whatever
practitioner. So she can help you, she can put you through whatever you have to eat to be able to maintain a good shape and a good body.
Girl,
can you see us?
The glow is real.
Yeah, so
you.
You can always reach out to her at Food Panther Nigeria, Food Panther NG.
Everywhere.
Yeah, she's on Twitter, she's on Instagram, she's even a YouTuber. Yeah. So we'll see you in our next one. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe,
and I hope you comment
below. Useful. Yeah, and that's it. Bye.
See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.